is this a period piece? What is his hand doing there? So there was a bit of toing and froing, and it was actually, it got a name, it became the Danish handshake. But yes, we shortened it. And I had to shorten it because of whatever age issues, which was all right. Because actually, when I watch the film now, I find that I've been a little bit stubborn. It's a bit out of place, but I kind of like that. It's a bumpy road, isn't it?
Okay, let's see. A couple more. We're almost out of time, but I lost track of where the other hands were. I saw a couple of people. Anybody else? Gentlemen, yes?
No, I heard him say it when he was assistant, when he was the integrity part of the movement. And at the end, I didn't know where she came from, or there was no need.
His question for Matthias is about, he used the words love or need.
For her.
In terms of her intention? Well, that's a very interesting question, and I think it's open for many interpretations. I'd like to believe, as Gabriel, I think he would stay there only because she comes out of love, because she finally acknowledges what he means to her, and she's finally willing to admit it to herself and to act accordingly. If it would be just a need, it would take away I think the grandness of what this film is trying to tell. But it could be an interpretation, that's for sure. But I'd like to believe she comes out of love, for sure. Yeah.
I think devotedness is a virtue that is being mistaken as weakness in being a woman, or for men as well. And I think she learns to devote. I think she's loved him all the way through, and she's learned to love him even more. The continuation between two people can create a grown-up kind of love that is not a teenage love. It's two grown-ups meeting in that rock. They've been through a life together. That's this feeling I have. And she's learned to devote. She's become a woman that can devote to him, which I think is very important. She does not need a farmer. She needs a husband. Well, and a farmer.
As we wrap up, Matthias, what are you working on next? Thomas, what are you working on now or next? Or what's up?
For now, I think this is the last interview we're doing for now, and then I go to Belgium and have the Belgian premiere from the Maddening crowd, so I get to do it all over again. But I'm very proud of this film, so it's a pleasure to do so. And then I have a couple of days off. Then I have to go to the Cannes Film Festival because I have a French film that is in the official competition.
Congratulations. What's the name of the film?
The film is called Disorder, and it talks about a soldier coming back from Afghanistan, an elite soldier coming back from Afghanistan, and being diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome, and is not allowed to go back on a mission, and starts to work as a bodyguard for a very wealthy family of a Lebanese diplomat who's kind of involved in shady business. And as the story unfolds, we get a notion of what that condition really means, because the film is entirely told through his eyes. It's his experience, and it blends into a thriller that is all, you know, the only purpose of the thriller is to reveal his condition. And apparently it's, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently it's kind of powerful. And then I go back to Belgium, wrap my bags, and leave for Canada to start on Lewis and Clark, the HBO miniseries. Thank you.
Thomas, what's next?
I already shot another film.
Yes, tell us about it, what you can tell us.
It's called The Commune. It's inspired from the house that I grew up in, with amongst genitals and academic hippies.
You grew up in a what?
Hippies. I was a wonderful time, and I think a wonderful film to come out of it. And it's based on a play that I did some years ago in Vienna. That was a great success there, and now I've shot the film and I'm editing it. And then I need some time off.
Okay.
I've been working a lot with these guys and with sheep. It's tiring.
Well, we really appreciate both of you spending time with us before heading out, and thank you for joining us tonight to present Far From the Madding Crowd.
Thank you so much.